I know Karen and them are done, Brian, because that what it means is Harry and Dave and Perlita and that group of people in Pickens Street, Jamaica Street, forced their hand to get what they wanted, which means they had to have committed rape and murder for it to put David in that coloring, because it wasn't. And, David should thank his lucky stars that they are children and, like I said, they're loved as much as they are. Because if it was at a different time and setting, and that time and setting did once exist, you wouldn't be alive, David Ballamorad and Bernard LaChance. And your Negroes, I can guarantee it. Because they did. They cleansed them, David. And they made it work for a rape. And, like I said, there were maybe a couple mixed kids. But they were no Negroes. So they're letting you do it, David, in your spoiled manner with those people. But you really don't deserve it. I can guarantee you that they're watching it just like the last times. And I can also guarantee Dave, Perlita, Bernard, and, some of you, they're not happy with you because of the state of condition in which the world operates because of it, Karen. Don Wiley. So, like I said, it proves Harry and them did what they did and forced their hand and divvied it all out with Red Randy and whoever else. So they let you, Bernard and Lucarni. But guess what? You're stuck with all that shit noise and all that stuff Fruity Loot pumped in, Steve Jones and Morgan's, to force your friend's hand in. Because I am a relative of a real black. And guess what? We had to step aside for spoiled dumb shits, and there is a better way. So don't claim it, because I know some of the events and they've showed me. And I know Joe's stuff exists, and I know they watch it. Because trust me, there was a better way. We invited some of you in, and you guys fucked us over, Dave, long time ago. And that's what some of them do, is prove that shit. Because, David, we didn't want to live in a fucking nasty shit-stained pile of sports and ghetto life and Carney for Bernard and his fake throwdown of a red. So, they let you, Bernard, in Spain and Israel, and some of those people are watching. You'll probably be in a red for a while, because if he was a real one, you wouldn't have a red going on right now. Like I said, you don't want Carney red, you don't want red. So we've done these disciplinary lessons before, and Joe and some of those guys know it. Like I said, there's certain feelings you get, and only a handful of people in the world will know. So, see why I spoke and I really don't care no more, David? Because I knew I was fucked pretty much from the beginning. Because there was a line, and I had to step out of the way for some adults. Some succeeded, some failed, some I wanted to succeed no matter what. That's why I talk about the events that I see and deal with. So don't head nod me like you're on my side now. Because if you guys were always on my side, I wouldn't be all fucked up, jacked up, and I wouldn't be dressed up like this shit. So I don't do this to be cool. I do it because I want to see people become successful and not have to live in a shit pile. Because I never wanted to be in a shit pile living. I wanted what he had set in for me to succeed that was interfered with. I don't care what color, blue, reds, blacks, whatever. I know what it should be already. I don't appreciate people interfering with a process and creating a Carney show just so they could get their sleazy act on, Bernard. Because that's what it's turning into. The more and more you put burned up trees or dried up trees and make fun of Kim or Bailey or the Schwartzes or whatever your next target may be. When I know, like, the first target was Holly and Amanda anyway. And did you steal Paul Puler's? Did you help steal Paul Puler's there, Bernard? Starting to get our drift with if that's Ellery and the All-American running around thinking they're some badasses of the Ontilla. Because guess what? If those are his kids, it's starting to affect them too. So guess what? What you guys did wasn't the greatest ideas on the earth.